Hello and welcome to Lake Placid and this swim overview video with me, Coach Patrick from Endurance Nation. The swim here in Lake Placid should be your fastest swim at the official Ironman distance outside of a river. And of course, more and more races these days are on rivers with currents. But this should be it. It's called Mirror Lake for a reason. Every morning on race morning, you look at all the pictures. It's flat, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. A little bit of overcast fog, etc. But there's nothing that's crazy. There's no issues, etc. In fact, when you dive in and even look at the satellite of this view, and we'll see here for a second, see how granular it gets me. It doesn't get me enough. There's actually buoys that live out here almost the whole time. You can see a couple of them here, and these buoys live on the course and guide you the whole way out. Something to note that the buoys go further than the actual swim course. So the swim course itself kind of ends, right around here, sort of at the end of Main Street. But the buoys themselves will continue further on, and so some people will swim all the way across the lake and say, "Oh my God, what's happening to me? This swim is so long," and that's not the case at all. Okay, so a couple of things to think about with the swim. This is your transition area, so a short walk on race morning, it feels long enough on the run back into transition. I'll talk about that in a second. But things that jump out at me on the swim, it is a clockwise swim, so you'll start here on the beach. And basically what that means is once you cross this little area here, they've logged you in on the timing mat, little bridge. And then in this area, you'll line up in waves, and they'll basically walk you through this chute and drop you in the water, and you swim based off of your predicted or estimated finishing time. And you swim all the way out. You swim out, over, and then back in on this side of the pier, and then swim back into the beach, get out, and then repeat. So it's nice. Unlike Ironman Florida, there's no water or food available to you here. Lots of spectator mojo. Great opportunity for you to kind of catch your breath, fix your goggles, reset mentally, maybe find a new group or drop back and find some happy feet, whatever it takes for you. But generally speaking, the water is fantastic. It's beautiful. Let's see if we can drop ourselves in on a photo here on the end of the dock. This will be great. So you can see there are your wonderful buoys. And so there's a cable here underneath there, about 5 feet underwater. You can stand on the taller folks and kind of balance yourself and then swim around. So you can see this is just absolutely beautiful. All during your race, kids, families come hang out, play, swim here. Great friendly place to be. Good place to change. Gets a little dirty quickly. So a lot of people just leave their stuff on the beach or under the trees there or on this side as well, over here on the grass, and just go for a swim and come back. You will want your wetsuit for sure. It's cool enough, and it gets pretty cool as you go. Now, when you're out here sighting and you're swimming out, remember you're starting kind of on this side, on this far side over here, and swimming out. You're kind of sighting, and you'll see when you're out there, there's like a notch. You're basically sighting for that notch on the way out, and on the way back, you're sighting off of the big ass hotel. Here, hold on, that's directly in front of you. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to see. You've also got the arches as well. But the important thing to note is that when there's a cable that one person can follow, well, then everyone can follow. And if everyone can follow the cable, then there's no real way for you to super get lost, which is a big fear that everyone has. Now, when you come out of the water on the second lap, you come out here, you get stripped, and then basically you're going to run out down this path, up this little hill, down the sidewalk, down the street, and into the oval. This is where you'll get your bag from the space, change here in the tent, and then you run down the grass, enter the transition area here, run back, get your bike, exit here, and go down. There's a lot of steps, like literally no joke, a lot of steps in here, and it's definitely worthwhile noting that when you're out here. Let's see if we've got any pictures of the track. Let's see any pictures of the track. Let me drop you in on this. Drop you at the crosswalk. So you'll actually, they'll have gates set up here. You'll run down here. Those of you on the team, this is where we do our team picture right in front of Town Hall. You'll run right across Main Street, super safe, right through that gate. This is not here. You'll run right through that gate and up here. What you can't really see from here is that there's just a lot. There's a lip here on this track. You got to be careful with the lip and everything you need. And the finish line is usually located right over there. So it's all super well organized, super set up. Generally, no matter what time of year it is or the weather temperature, it generally looks like this in the morning, a little overcast, and then things will get nicer for the day. So have a great swim. Bring everything just in case it is too warm to wear a wetsuit. But otherwise, have a great swim, and I'll see you on the bike.